What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Raised by Uzumaki Clan, and it's going to be a harem movie and unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, if you haven't then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins long before the birth of the five great elemental nations. As we go to Gakure, where the Uzumaki clan resided and had built their own village. As at the shore of the Gakure, a woman was sitting. She was sitting there with her daughter, who was just born, a baby. Little Mito, you sure do enjoy the sound of ocean waves, huh? As she was chilling there with her daughter, she heard a wail of a crying child. As she got distressed and looked around to see where the sound was coming from, until she saw a child floating on water. How was that possible? She didn't know, but she thought that the child was lucky to be alive. God knows where did the child came from. So she made a clone because she was proficient at using jutsus and jumped into the water by handing the clone her daughter and swam towards the child and grabbed it and returned to the surface. When she was at the surface, she looked at the child clearly, seeing that the child had blonde hair, three whisker-like marks on each cheek, and deep blue eyes, deeper than the ocean. She then smiled. I guess you don't have anywhere else to go, little one. We, the Uzumakis, will take care of you and raise you as our own. As the baby just giggled and laughed. And from then on, time passed away. As we go to the future 10 years later, Naruto, as the child was given the name by his mother who found him in the water, was raised with his family, Mito's father and mother, who were the clan heads at the time, as Mito was regarded as a princess and Naruto was regarded as a prince. Even though he was an outsider child, they raised him as their own and loved him as well. Obviously, because they weren't discriminate or racist or anything. And Naruto was trained in Kenjutsu proficiently and Funjutsu as well. He was a natural prodigy, which was quite amazing for an outsider because an Uzumaki was the only person or an Uzumaki child being able to learn what he learned as well. And it was finally time for Mito to go as a delegate of the Uzumaki clan towards Konoha, who was newly established by their distant cousin leader Hashirama Senju, a woman with great pride and power, alongside her rival and their rival clan Uchiha Madara, who was also a woman of great empowerment. Both women ruled the clan with iron fist, but one was kind, but other one was cold. God knows how they formed peace treaty together and formed a village, but they asked for help from Uzumakis for their protection of the village, and that is why the Gakure was sending a delegate there, in which Mito was the leader and Naruto was her guard. As they were traveling, Naruto said, "Ne, Mito ne-chan." "Yes, Naruto? Do you think I'll finally find a girl I love there?" Naruto, again with this? I'm just kidding with you, ne-chan. Yes, you better be. Because you promised me when you were 3 years of age that you will marry me once we grow up. But we were kids. I was serious. And Uzumaki is always serious. I swear on ramen. Oh god, she swore on ramen. Naruto thought to himself. She's serious. Maybe I'm going to be staying single forever. No, that can't be possible. Naruto almost yelled and cried on the floor that was made out of his mindscape as his bubble poofed, as in front of them was standing three ladies waiting for them. One with brown hair was Hashirama Senju, the leader of the Senju clan and the Shodai Hokage of the newly established Konohagakure no Sato. And with her was her shadow Hokage Madara Uchiha, a beauty with her own right and power. Pale skin, black eyes, which were black hues and beautiful, and black hair. And it seems like another person was there. She had white hair and line-like marks on her face and yellow eyes. She was stoic and wearing blue armor. So if I only came, Mito, said Tobirama. Toby, why do you have to be so stuck up? As there was a tick mark on the said girl's forehead. Who are you calling stuck up? Yeah, I guess even the outsiders can tell that you have a deep stick in your ass, as Naruto almost laughed at this. Who are you laughing at? She said, narrowing her eyes at him. Well, this pretty lady just commented on you and it was quite hilarious. As Madara was taken aback by that, but she remained stoic and looked away, hiding her blush. Just keep your comments and flattery to yourself. I wasn't joking. You, kind of look beautiful. I don't know how to put it into words. Sorry. Naruto said, a little bit embarrassed as well, standing in front of the three beauties in their own right. One was an Uchiha clan leader, while the other two were senjus, while his sister was glaring that glare at him and digging holes with her stare. Oh boy, I'm going to get a beating of my life. As Mito then said, yes, if you please stop ogling at my fiance, we'll get on with this. The three of you, said Mito. Fiance? When did that happen? Hashirama said. As far as I can remember, Naruto-chan here was raised by Ba-chan and uncle, remember? He is your adoptive brother, as Naruto was sad about that. Gomen Naruto, I didn't mean to hurt you or anything, it's just that... It's alright, Hashi-chan, I know. Hey, how come you can say that to her and why not to us? Well, Mito, Nechan, your name is Mito, which is quite short, so why do I have to short it anymore? True. Then what about us? Toby said, as she was looking away, with a blush of her own. You never asked? I thought you hated me. No, I don't hate you. This is taking too long, can we just get over with it? Said Tobirama. Oh yes, come inside. As the delegation went inside after the bit of chattering there. As they went inside, the council members met with Naruto and the Uzumaki clan, and the whole village showed their respect and love for the clan as well. And sooner or later, Naruto and Mito began their work on the seals, as Madara was present with Naruto all the time while Hashirama was with Mito. This sealing method and array that you are creating, it is quite fascinating, said Madara. Thank you, my lady. It's just that it's quite interesting to do stuff with the seals. They are quite unpredictable. Nice word for them, said Madara. Can I get your name, my lady? My name is Madara Uchiha. As Naruto turned towards her with sparkle stars in her eyes. Really? You're the awesome Uchiha who is the strongest woman in the history? Yes, she said, looking away with a blush of her own, again hiding it. That is so awesome. Can I have your autograph? What is that? Oh, yeah, it's a term that we use back in my village. It's to get a signature of those people who are quite famous outside and have made a name for them. Mito Nechan came up with this term. Uzumakis are quite intriguing and interesting indeed. So, as Naruto went back to his work, Madara started their conversation again. What do you think about this world, Naruto? What do you think about the peace in this world? It will be good if there was a way to achieve peace. Madara was silent as Naruto continued. But I want to achieve peace without violence. Without using any kunais or sword. If there is a way to achieve it like that, I will, without a step and without a breath, grab that opportunity to fulfill this world with peace. As Madara then said, but what if we have to cause destruction? You see, there are those people who will be against your teachings of peace and so on. Yes, there will be, but we can always try to persuade them. But what if they don't agree? Then I guess we will have to leave them on their own to find peace from within themselves. If we can't find peace within ourselves, we can't deliver peace to the world. That is what I think. You really have deep thoughts at such a young age. How old are you? I'm 19 years old, my lady. Quite a young age. Perfect for getting married. Do you have any fiance? No, not at the moment. But Mito did say that she was your fiance. We were 3 years of age, and I'm very grateful that the Uzumaki clan took me in, mainly Kachan and Tochan, and raised me alongside Mito Nechan. but she's been obsessed with me from then on. I was 3 years of age and said that I will marry her when I grow up. And she said swore it on ramen, and I kinda did. You baka. Do you know how ramen is precious to you, uzumakis? Yeah, but I don't like it that much. Don't say these words in front of any uzumaki if you don't want to get beaten. Why? I have seen firsthand what Mito can do to a person who insulted ramen, said Madara as she shivered a bit. That woman is dangerous. I clearly don't want to know a clan who loves ramen will do to you if they find out you insulted their food. I didn't insult it, I like it, but not to the extent that Uzumakis like it, I guess. I see. Well, after you finish, you can rest. I'll be returning back to the council chamber. It seems that Hashirama is calling me. That big idiot. What does she think she's doing? Madara, Hashi-chan is like that. Obviously, can I call you Madara-chan? Do as you please. Thanks. See you later, Madara-chan. You too, Naruto. As Madara disappeared and arrived back at the council chamber where it was seemed that a globe was in front of them as Mito and Hashirama and Tobirama were glaring at Madara. What? You were having a lovey-dovey conversation with our Naruto. What do you mean, our? Said Mito. He's mine. No, he's not yours, Tobirama said. I mean, not yet at least. We can still snatch him away, right, Nei-san? What do you mean, Tobirama? I thought you didn't like him, and you wanted me to marry him. Who said that? I like him as well. Wait, Madara said. You all like him? I'm not going to give him to you. I laid my eyes on him first. He's mine. I have been living with him since we were babies. He's mine, said Mito. Is there any way to solve this? Said Hashi. I don't want to fight with my own sister and my cousin and my best friend. How about a joint marriage? Said Tobirama. It is possible. Because if we all marry to him, he'll be tied down with us and we can all share him without any fighting. True, said Madara. I really like this idea, Hashirama said. And Mito then said, then it is decided. We will form an alliance with the Senju, Uzumaki and Uchiha clan once again, and our ground of holding treachery will be a live person, Naruto. And then an Anbu came dropped by. Parrot, can you summon us Naruto in the office? Yes, Hokage-sama. He will be brought here shortly. And the Anbu disappeared. As we go back to Naruto, who was done painting the seals on the wall as it glowed and were engraved deep inside the wall. Phew, done. This is the last wall, I guess. I guess I should return to the hotel. As he turned around to see an Anbu standing there. What do you want, Anbu-san? Hokage-sama has demanded that you come to the office. Hashirama-chan, I guess I'll go meet her. Guide the way, please. As the Anbu disappeared, as he was hopping from rooftops to rooftop. But he was surprised when he looked around as Naruto was following behind him, just a little bit closer. As his eyes went, wow, this guy is fast, and I'm moving at my full speed, just to leave him behind, to make him late. As Naruto arrived there, you're quite good, but I wasn't using my full speed because I'm tired right now, because of the travel and the whole stuff. Anyways, thanks, Anbu-san. If he was tired and was painting the walls with his chakra whole day, made out of seals, and still was able to run like that, I don't want to know what he can do. As Naruto entered the office and saw that all of his, acquaintances were there, his sister, his cousins, and Madara was there. Hello everyone, is there a reason why you all here? And why did you call me, Hashirama-chan? Naruto, we have something to confess, said Hashirama. Yes, we all agree. As the other women were looking away with pride, hiding their blush, mainly Tobirama and Madara, while Mito was looking at the ground, finding it more interesting while Hashirama was uttering these words. Mito, why don't you say it? Go on. Don't back out now. You're the one who pulled the long stick. I guess. We all love you and want to marry you. Wait, what? Yes, we all love you and want to marry you. Slow down. I don't know what you're saying. What she's saying is that we all love you and want to marry you, Tobirama said, getting annoyed of her sister. Eh? As Naruto was frozen, his mind shut down. I think we've kind of broken him, said Madara. Do you agree? Yeah, guess. Then it is final. Sign here. Wait, what? It is going too fast. Don't sign, just put his hand in the ink and just stamp it with it. As Mito moved forward and Madara brought the black paint, and well, Naruto's hand was dunked in the paint and slapped on the paper that was agreement prepared by Hashirama. Well, good. Our signatures were already written on it. With this, you are became the neutral ground for all the clans, mainly the Uchiha, Senju, and Uzumakis. We are allied together because of you, Naruto. Good job. Wow. I don't know. What should I feel? Happy that I am married to the girls I love and didn't have to decide, or sad that you're using me as a form of treachery? Don't be like that. In due time, you will adjust here just fine. Nemito, Nesan, should we send a letter back to Kachan and Tochan? Already did. They gave us their blessings. Just like that? Yes, the whole Uzumaki clan actually gave us blessing. Oh, plus, Kachan said she wants 3 grandchildren. Nani? How much? 3, but I want 8. Okay, I'm out of here, Naruto said as he started to dash away, but was caught by none other than Hashirama in wood. You aren't going anywhere, Naruto-kun, said all of the girls, as Naruto saw 4 demons rushing towards him, a tiger, a lion, a dragon, and a sea serpent. Oh boy, what a mess did I get myself into? And from then on, time passed yet again, and soon their children were born and were spreading all over, and soon the war broke out. After Hashirama, foolishly, even against the order of her husband, her sister wives distributed the bijus after capturing them. Naruto was angry at her and didn't speak to her for a month, but after that he finally forgave her, because she did something stupid again and it was going to come back to bite them in the ass. And it kinda did in the form of the first Grand Shinobi War. Every other village was against Konoha, but Naruto and his wives were able to prevent them. As the war finally ended, Naruto said to everyone, "Phew, I guess that's that, huh? I guess it's time to go back and enjoy some time with my daughters and son," Naruto said, but before he could leave, in front of his wives, Naruto was stabbed from behind. It was none other than Zetsu. You corrupted my plan, my pawn, with your so-called love. Because of you, my plans have been pushed back, but not for long. Because I will get what I want, one way or another. With your death, my pawn will be free from this curse and return to the curse of hatred, the one that will benefit me and her. No, I have to write a scroll. As Naruto was on the battleground, his wives rushed towards him as Zetsu escaped in the middle of the night, without anyone noticing him because he was a dark goo. And Naruto, whose heart was pierced, was laying on the ground, quite literally bleeding out there and having a hard time breathing. Hashirama, Madara, that black guy, I don't know what he was, but he wants to corrupt you. Don't let him corrupt the clan, both of yours. Don't let the curse of hatred win. Who did this to you? Madara said. Naruto realized his words weren't getting to her. Her eyes were Mangekyou Sharingan, the eternal one that she got after her sister's death by implanting her Sharingan in it. She was mad. No, scratch that. She was hella mad, and she was going to destroy anyone and everyone in her path to get her revenge. That black goo-like creature, right? Naruto, with his blood, draw the creature that he saw on the ground. I don't know what he is, but please be wary of it. I don't think I can hold on. Tell our children I love them, as I love you all. And with that words, Naruto passed away. And the women cried that day, and from then on had a resolve to revive him or find a way to bring him back to life. Mainly it was Tobirama's resolve, because she found light in the form of Naruto. And same could be said for Madara, while Hashirama enjoyed the experience of love. And same could be said for Mito. But after that, they were distant from each other. and the treaty was finally broken. And time passed as their children grew up and had their own children, their grandchildren. They always missed their husband. But one night, Madara went rogue. She was corrupted by the said creature and attacked the village with the nine-tailed fox. Mito, Hashirama, and Tobirama prevented it. After that, Hashirama killed Madara as Madara was happy and thanked her, thinking that she could finally meet Naruto, but that black creature came again and rescued her, this time corrupting her to no extent. All Madara wanted was now to achieve peace and to get Naruto back. These were her two dreams. She was going to get it one way or another, but she wasn't sure how to. She had a long research ahead of her. As for Tobirama, she had already achieved a way to revive Naruto, but it was only to an extent of some period of time, and the way was not that of convenient. She needed sacrifices, so for testing it out, she sacrificed two criminals which were in there for charged of rape, and in reality, Naruto's essence were with her as well. And lo and behold, Naruto was there, revived yet again. He was quite sad when he found out that Madara betrayed and was dead. And not only that, he was happy to meet his grandchildren as well. He met Tsunade and everyone else there. And after that, his time came to an end as Tobirama was already exhausted. He thanked them again for giving him this chance to meet all of them and wished them good luck and happy life ahead of them, and said to his wife that he will be waiting on the afterlife as he went away. But this time when he went away, he was in front of God. Why am I here? I wasn't here the last time. I guess I kinda entered the wrong room. No, you were brought here, you dumb idiot, said another person. He was a dark figure, as Naruto could remember. Shinigami-sama? Yes, it's me, Naruto. How have you been? It's been good. How have you been? Sucking the souls out of humans and all? Do you think I'm some kind of a dumb idiot who does that? Those people who die, where do you think their soul goes? I have a duty. I am the charge of them. I guess you're right. Anyway, we're getting off track here. Why am I here again? Yes, you are here because you have been given an opportunity. Do you want to get incarnated again? Where? In some kind of another world? Or something? No. Back into the shinobi world, just ahead of the time. But I have a condition. What? I want my wives to be there with me. Agreed. They all can come there, but not before their time. So you have to wait for that to happen. I'll wait. I waited this long. Good choice. As Naruto from then on decided to wait there. And back in reality, his wives one by one passed away. Madara passed away as well because of the old age after corrupting Tobi. As for Hashirama and the rest, they passed away way earlier than Madara did. After they arrived in front of Kami for judgment, they were given the same offers and told that their beloved was waiting for them to be reincarnated back into the shinobi world with him. And they were happy. All of them were. And Madara then facepalmed. Oh shit. I just corrupted a poor soul so that my dream could be fulfilled, and yet again I'm here. Oh well, I'll stop him when I get back. Not like I can do anything about it. And so she added her own condition that she wants her memories and everyone else's memory to be intact when they are reborn. And hence, there they were, back again, reborn into the world. And Naruto was yet again a baby. As he opened his eyes, he could hear his parents talking to each other. What are we going to do, Minato? What are we going to do with the Nine Tails? It's free. Oh shit. Sometimes I hate Hashirama. Why did she do that? As Hashirama was born into the Nara clan this time, as Shika Nara. As we go to the Uchiha clan, Satsuki Uchiha was also born as Madara Uchiha, and as for Mito, she was born yet again in Mito Uzumaki, Naruto's biological sister. And as for Tobirama, she went towards the Yuga clan this time, born as Hinata Yuga. This was going to be certainly interesting, she thought, as she woke up. A Yuga, huh? Let's see what they can do and are capable of. And on we go to the side of Naruto as Naruto was lying there crying. Why? Why do you hate me so much, Kami? Is this the punishment because I said I have a condition? As in front of him was the nine tails chained by his mother as his father prepared the 8 trigram seal for him and his sister. But he was surprised when his sister looked at him and smiled. Wait, what the hell? Is that? Never mind. Who am I asking? They are reborn as well. After all, it was my condition. And lo and behold, Minato was able to seal the QB half by half within each of his children, and they were hailed as heroes. Both Naruto and Narumi were. And as time passed, the two grew so much close that Mito again, or Narumi again, proposed to Naruto. Nay, Naruto. Yes, Narumi-ne-chan. Promise me that you will marry me on Brahmin when we grow up, she said with a smirk. Naruto, for the moment, hesitated. It's a trap, but if I don't say yes, I'll get a beating of the lifetime. As on the other side, Kushina turned around. That is the similarity between Naruto-sama and Mito-sama when they were kids. Come on, Naruto, say yes, I want grandchildren, which are uzumaki, come on, she said with excitement, as Minato, who was quite freaked out by this, looked towards Kushina and saw that his wife was excited and then remembered, yeah, incest was allowed within the clans. So he just sighed and let it go. Well, praying for his poor son's health and mental condition. Naruto, I pray to Kami that when you grow up, you don't find this situation fucked up as much as I am. As Kushina glared, don't say a word, her glare was saying, as Minato nodded, sweating. Yeah, even if that occurred, he was going to be happy unless he was going to become grandfather. Yep, he was definitely happy. And as time passed, Naruto met with other clan head children and was encountered by many of the grandchildren clan children which were friends of his parents. As he was sitting there, Shikamaru came. What a drag. Hey Naruto. Hey Narumi. As Narumi then said, yes, hello Shika. As Hinata, who was quite cold towards everyone, even her father was scared of her, came forward. Hello Naruto-kun, how are you doing? Hey Hinata-chan, how are you doing as well? Hello everyone, said Hinata with coldness in her voice. As then an Uchiha princess moved forward. Hello Naruto-kun, how are you doing? I hope you are having a great day. Yes, it's great to see you too as well, Satsuki-chan. So the Uchiha bitch is here as well. Yes, you wanna go, Hyuga bitch? Gladly. Why don't we take this outside? Nay, come on, stop doing this. It's my birthday party, remember? As everyone calmed down. As they were all playing outside, while the other kids were busy playing with toys, the 5 of these kids were outside playing in the backyard. And then suddenly, Narumi did something that surprised the other girls. Naruto, I knew you were reborn as well. So, you swore on ramen that you will marry me again in this lifetime, right, honey? How did you find out? Naruto thought in his mind, oh no, she spilled the beans. My life is over again. They're going to... Oh, I don't want to say this. I have sensed a disturbance in the force as Naruto turned to look back and saw that a pervert was writing down a book or something like that. While scribbling his pencil on the notebook, he was laughing pervertedly. Yes, this is gold mine. I can make a lot of money out of this. An innocent love story we started with children and is filled with incest and love when growing up and a lot of sex, said Jiraiya. And suddenly, Shika did something else. Wood released. Stick up in the ass jutsu, as a wooden stick was released from the ground as it shot straight towards the hole where the sun doesn't shine, as Jiraiya's eyes popped out of his skull as he screamed at the top of his lungs. Damn you, Gaki! Jiraiya was unfortunately launched into space because the pain he felt was much worse than the 1,000 years of death. It was actually 1,000,000 years of death that Jiraiya felt. Poor asshole. I mean, literally, his asshole suffered a lot of damage that day. and Naruto was in a shivering mess as he was on the ground and foam was leaving his face. I'm dead. I'm dead. Please save me, someone. As Naruto then entered his mindscape, where he met with Kyuubi. So you really are the one who was protecting us and was against Hashirama back in the time. Yes, I'm sorry I wasn't able to stop her. She even went against me. She was so hell-bent on making and achieving peace. I honestly think she's stupid sometimes. It's nice to know that at least some of the humans have sense enough to think that we are sentient beings. Yes, Kyuubi-san, I can think that much. I pity your other half, because that is inside my bigger sister Narumi, as you can see, and she is a different person than me. Let me check. As the other Kyuubi image was shown inside the Naruto's Kyuubi, as he saw that his other half was binded to a rock, as wooden nails were stabbed inside his hands and each of his tails, and he was chained down to the said rock above the lava. Wow, compared to that, this is heaven. Thanks, Kaki. No worries. Where are your other siblings? What happened to them? I knew for sure that they were given to the other villages, but it was confirmed what happened. They were made a Jinchuriki just like you. Jinchuriki? I guess you were dead at the time. Well, you see, when you were dead. As Kyuubi began to explain what Madara did and how Kyuubi ended up becoming sealed inside Mito, his first wife, and then Kushina, the mother of the said person now, and then his sister, which is again the reincarnation of Mito. Naruto was confused and then said, "This is quite fucked up situation, but I'm thankful that I can understand your pain. I'll find a way to free you and your other siblings. Is that okay with you?" Naruto said after hearing his story, as Kyuubi then said, "Thank you. If you ever need my help, I'll lend my strength to you." And from then on, time passed as well as they entered the Genin Academy and became Genins and passed their test by acing it and defeating their sensei senseless, as Kakashi was scared of his Genin, which were composed of 5 Genins, as a lot of clan power was pulled by making this team. Satsuki Uchiha, Narumi Uzumaki Namikaze, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Hinata Hyuga, and none other than Shikanara, which was quite surprising because it was first time in the history of Konoha a 5 Genin cell team was created, and Kakashi, well, poor soul, suffered a lot. And they went on a lot of missions, defeated Gato, raised his army from the surface of the earth, and freed the land of waves. After returning, defeated Zabuza's ass twice and Haku as well. And not only that, after returning, they entered the Chunin exams and aced and passed it, and defeated Orochimaru of the Sannin and the rest of the Suna and Oto forces. Single-handedly, these 5 Genins were monsters and were written down in the shinobi history books as their own right, which was quite terrifying. Even the Orochimaru of the Sannin was like a child who was spanked by an elder in front of them. And Orochimaru literally was scarred both pridefully and mentally and physically because those children were able to defeat him. He was writing down hypotheses how he could defeat them, and each time he played a simulation in his mind, it came out as a failure and his head cleaved off or his body chopped off into millions of bits of pieces. He needed to get his revenge, no matter what. He needed to get his revenge on them to get even. They were just 5 puny little children, and yet he was the Sannin, the strongest out of the 3 of them, and yet he was humiliated by the 5 children. He had to get back at them, defeat them, erase his humiliation, but no matter how he tried to play scenarios, it always ended up his head, which was on the ground, separated from his body, and them laughing at him. He was in despair, and for the first time, broken. Both mentally, physically, broken. There was someone who he couldn't defeat, and it hurted his pride even more to find out that those someone were mere Genins. But were they really Genins? They even stopped 2 forces, shinobi forces, all by themselves, and there was no casualty on Konoha's side, which was quite surprising. And soon after that, we go back to Konoha as Suna surrendered back to Konoha and new alliance was formed. as we go back to Kiri, Kumo, and Iba, which were involved in debutchering the Uzumaki clan. Naruto, after reading off the history, alongside with Mito confirming this, or Narumi confirming this, was enraged. His clan, his home was destroyed. He vowed to get his revenge on those who destroyed his home, and Mito, Narumi, and everyone else agreed. After Naruto shed his tears, he visited the wasteland, which was once a livelihood, his home, and he was heartbroken to see the death and despair. He could see visions, memories as if they were his own. Everyone running around here and there, his loved ones, his friends and family all lying on the ground as Iba, Kumo, and Kiri debutchered them. Mercilessly, some of them escaped, yes, but the rest of them weren't so lucky. They were all killed, and Naruto then knew he must get his revenge on them. So, he, after conversing this regarding matter with his wife, came to a conclusion he was going to do this, with the help of them or without them, as everyone agreed. First one was Madara, then it was Tobirama, and one by one, each and every one of them agreed. Even Hashirama, the surprisingly clever one in this lifetime, and the kind-hearted one, also agreed. And soon, one by one, the elemental nations fell. First one was Eva, because they hated Konoha with all their guts, and they were the one who suggested this, as they wore the Uzumaki clan armor and their headbands, and raided the Iwagakure, and within 1 week of invasion, they were destroyed by the 5 Geddons at their hand, as Oniki was on his knees. In front of him laid everyone dead, as it was vivid. It was similar to how he destroyed and killed mercilessly and brutally the Uzumaki children and women and men. As Naruto laughed, Oniki, the fence-sitter. It's been a long time since we met. Who are you? Did you forget? It's me, Naruto. And the one whose home you destroyed. Remember the Uzumaki clan massacre? You were the one behind it. After I humiliated you that day, when we were younger, you vowed you will get my revenge on me. So you were able to survive. How? I was reborn. Thanks to Kami, I was here to punish you all for the wrongdoings against my clan. And personally speaking, I am happy I'm here to cleave your head off, as Naruto and Narumi cleaved his head off as both of them cried. It's finally over for him, but there are 2 more who have to pay. 2 more villages. Yes, they all will pay. As Kiri was the next target, as it was still under Yagura's command, and the new rebels were taken by surprise when they arrived at their battle positions and found out that all of the Yagura's people and Yagura himself was dead. His head cleaved off along with the rest of them. They were terrified, as there was an Uzumaki emblem written there. Mei Terumi, formerly known as the Uzumaki Terumi of the Uzumaki clan, knew. The Uzumakis, they are taking their revenge. What? What do you mean, Mei? Said Ao. The Uzumaki clan is back, and they're back for good. They're out for blood now. What? You mean when... Yes, the 3rd Great Shinobi War, when the Uzumaki clan was raided and destroyed. Oh no, this isn't good. No, this is good. Now I can openly say, I am an Uzumaki, and my clan has come back for vengeance against those who has harmed them. Kiri is no more. We will be rebuilding our own village, a new village. The village hidden in the whirlpools, Uzushio Gakure, Neo, because we are the 2nd one. As everyone cheered as the new Uzushio Gakure rose where Kiri fell, and the news about the 2 village falling and a new village, Uzushio Gakure Neo, rising, disturbed the whole elemental nations. Its news reached even Akatsuki, as the person who were alive there, Zetsu, and the other ones were quite disturbed and scared about this. The Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of Kyuubi, is quite scary and powerful. Both of them are. They took down 2 villages with some of their comrades. How many are there? Pain asked. Only 5, in which both of them are as well included. Damn it, 5 kids, such chakra monsters. And they are able to take down 3 villages. As much as I hate my old village, I just have the feeling that I have to kill them because it is right thing to do to avenge my clan. Said none other than Deidara. You will get your chance, and so will I. Said Kisame, who was from Kiri. Kiri was my home, even if it was filled with blood and all. Even if I betrayed that home because of Yagra. But that bastard took down the Kiri name, and the new village rose at its place. I will destroy it myself. No, the Uzumaki clan is back, and they're out for blood. It's just right we stay away from them, said Pain. But why? Aren't you a god with the power of Rinnegan? Even if I am, they are far more worse than that. Even Uzumaki wants something badly. They will not let anyone, I mean anyone, stay in their path. And believe me when I say this, you don't want to mess with them right now. Let them calm down. Let the storm end, and then we will rage our own, said Pain. As he said, the meeting is dismissed. As we go to the original Pain, who was Nagato, sitting on his throne made out of iron and rods. As Konan, his only alive friend, was beside him. Konan, what should I do? What do you mean, Nagato? The Uzumaki clan. My clan is back and out to get revenge on those who destroyed our homeland. Should I help them? Yes, it is the only logical thing to do. But it is Uzumaki Naruto and Narumi Uzumaki Namikaze. Those 2 are half Uzumakis, and not only that, they are the strongest one out there. And aside from that, they are representing the Uzumaki clan. Your clan. Our clan. Right? Yes, our. I know it was Nagato's wish, Konan, but you don't have to force yourself to be with me. I'm not. I'll be honest, Nagato. I joined this group because of Yahiko, but as he died, my feelings died with him. That day, I was lost. I was full of sorrow. And then you were there for me. And during those times when we stayed together up until now, I developed feelings for you. And I'm kind of thankful to Yahiko because he handed me over to you. Well, I'll be lying if I said I didn't have some things for you when we were kids, as I have now as well. So what do you say? We leave the Akatsuki and go and help the Uchiha for its survival? As Konan smiled, yes, it will be beneficial, right? Yes, for the Uzumakis, said Konan, as Nagato chuckled for the first time. For Uzumakis and Yahiko. As Konan smiled this time, as they cheered and left with all their pots. Next day, everything was in uproar. Zetsu couldn't find Pain all of its pots and Konan. Do you think they betrayed us? As a masked person arrived behind Zetsu, I think they did. They're going to join the Uzumaki, which is quite, as the masked person gritted. Damn it, we have to do something, because it is going to be an irritation now, even bigger one for us. So what do you say? What their next stop will be? Kumo, obviously, because it was the last village that invaded Uzushio Gakure and destroyed it. On the other side in Kumo was in fear and shaking on its leg. 2 villages were destroyed, cleaned off from the map of the 5 elemental nations, alongside their whole country. And they were the next one in line and their target. Shinobi forces were on alert, high alert. But suddenly, 2 Kyuubi like Biju were released. 2 Kyuubis? Why? Inside the middle of the village and were rampaging and destroying everything within its path. And in the center of the head, there stood 2 people, Narumi Uzumaki Namikaze and Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And back in Konoha, Minato and Kushina were afraid of their children, what they were doing. How come they become so power-hungry and monsters? Konoha's council were scared of them. Danzo was scared of them. Everyone was afraid. They were supposed to be heroes. Why were they going on destroying the villages? There has to be something behind them. Minato and Kushina were afraid. They were going to lose their children, as they were branded now as double S rank plus criminals in the bingo book by none other than Kumo because of what they did to Iwa and Kiri. But then an Anbu news reporter came. I mean, onboard reporter came and said to deliver the message, "Sir, Kumo has fallen. Two QBs were sighted there, and they destroyed everything." As the council meeting was held, and suddenly there was a yellow flash before the meeting started, as there stood Naruto, Narumi, Satsuki, Shika, and Hinata, all covered in blood, as they had three scrolls, one with the head of Yagura, while the other two with Oniki and A. As they revealed the scroll and its content, as everyone gasped, "Why are you doing this, Naruto?" "I'm going to reveal some things to you, father, so you must listen attentively. Hamura, Koharu, you two as well, because this is going to be interesting suddenly. Remember your sensei Tobirama. Hinata is her reincarnation. Hashirama's reincarnation is Shika. That is why she is able to use the wood release, as Shika represented by snapping her finger as wood rose from beneath, as everyone gasped. And over here, Sasuke Uchiha is the reincarnation of Madara Uchiha. And on cue, Fugaku Uchiha fainted, as foam was coming out of his mouth. And I am the reincarnation of Naruto. Again. You mean the Naruto? The one that was raised by Uzumakis? As Kushina said, you mean to say that you're Naruto-sama? My son? Is Naruto-sama's reincarnation? Yes. I know it's quite weird, but it is true. It's kinda hard to believe. But Sensei, if you were alive, why didn't you save the third? Asked Koharu. I tried, but the damn snake was quite cunning. He injected Saru with poison, and it was an incurable one. Even Tsunade, if she was here, wasn't able to cure it within minutes. If she was here. Now, I have to go and get my granddaughter. If you leave me, our granddaughter actually, honey, said Naruto. So, you all are reincarnated, said Minato. Yes, it's quite hard to believe, son. Naruto-sama. It's alright, you can call me son. Naruto-sama is dead. I'm just Naruto now. Naruto Uzumaki no Mekaze. Your son. And an Uzumaki again. I avenged my clan because it has fallen by the hands of these three. I am quite mad that you didn't take any actions. Either of you did, actually. We are sorry, Naruto-sama, said Koharu and Hamura. As Naruto looked at Danzo, I find quite interesting files regarding you there as well. Naruto said with narrowed eyes, as Danzo was sweating bullets. Oh shit, that is why they're so strong. Damn it, I'm now in deep shit. Danzo, how could you do this? I thought you were my student, and yet you betrayed Konoha, even though you claimed you loved it. I do love Konoha-sensei, but your ideologies are not correct. So are yours. You're not correct as well, Danzo. You're going to cause so much blood and pain and suffering. What did you think you caused? We saved the civilians. They were evacuated. All of them were. Not even a single innocent blood was shed. All of those who were involved from the older generations were killed off as the village was destroyed, alongside all of the jutsus. Even the shinobi who were innocent, the younger generation was spared, because they were put in a genjutsu where they slept. I see, so you were just destroying their villages? Yes, as they did to ours. Naruto said, even though it's not fair that we leave them alive, I still felt sympathy towards them. That is why I left them alive. I see. Naruto Uzumaki no Mekaze, Narumi Uzumaki no Mekaze, Satsuki Uchiha, Nara Shika, and Hinata Yuga, you are all freed from your... the crimes you committed are now... You are now considered as innocent. Which basically I'm trying to say, I can't comprehend in words, sorry about that. Anyway, on to the story, you are all freed from your charges. And now, as for the second thing I want to say, you're all promoted to special jonin ranks. Everyone agrees? As everyone shook their head, yes. And how about we talk about marriage? Because I think that you want to get married as well, again, to Naruto. Yes, everyone said in unison. As then the legend spread that 5 dead people came back and reincarnated and destroyed 3 villages just so they could get revenge on the Uchiha, because Naruto always pay backs those who he loved once, and if you ever try to harm his loved ones, he will come back from the dead even to get you back. It was proven then and there, and that is why Naruto's legend continue on as he goes on to become the strongest shinobi that walked on the planet, even in the old times and in the new ones, alongside his wives obviously, as they had new children as well. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.